Good morning. So, okay, so we take a seat. First thing we're going to do is take the arms and wrap them around us. So we have the hands on the ribs as opposed to up on the shoulders. And then take some deep breaths into the ribs. So you feel them with the hands. You feel that expanding quality. A little movement through the shoulders just to open up these spaces, just to expand them, open them up. Arc a little to one side. So all of that space from the shoulder right down through the side gets lengthening. Wherever you're noticing the tension, breathe into that space. Come on back. Little shrug through the shoulders. We'll go to the second side. Usually the two sides will feel different. We tend to overwork one side or predominantly inhabit one side. Perfect. We come back and we release the arms. And then let's close our eyes. Let your belly relax. Let your eyelids get heavy. Let your jaw release. Notice your breath. So we very intentionally bring the attention to our breath, but of course, we may be experiencing a myriad of emotion, sensation, sounds. So we just give ourselves time just to be with whatever is arising for us in this moment. And we could even gently acknowledge what it is we might be experiencing. Oh, look, to ourselves, we could say, oh, look, there's discomfort, or there's fear, or there's hunger, or there's happiness, or whatever it is that's going on. The idea being that all of these feelings, sensations, they're simply phenomenon. I know it's easier to say that than it is to experience that, but in this moment, whatever it is that's there for you is just something that is moving through you. That your essential nature is one of deep peace. And yet part of our human experience is all of the shifting and changing, both comfortable and uncomfortable, easy and difficult. All of those moments, feelings, coming and going. And this practice is just a way of exploring possibly different ways of meeting some of those moments, particularly those ones that are difficult for us. We're inquiring as to our capacity to meet ourselves, feeling, emotions, to meet the world, phenomenon arising in ways that, let's say, are kinder, in ways that maybe hold greater perspective. So the attention with your breath. So if you remember the 3-phase breath we were working with. So we split the inhalation into 3 parts. There's the abdomen, there's the diaphragm and lower ribs, and then there's the upper chest. So the inhalation is those 3 distinct components to it. And the exhalation, just one piece, simple, easy. So if it's possible to breathe through your nose, please do that. And if not, that's fine too. Slow, easy exhalation. There's no push with the exhalation. Notice that. Three more. We come back to the natural breath. Just watching the breath. Stay with your breath. Perfect. We bring the hands together in front of the heart. So in many ways, this practice is a way of practicing doing nothing, just observing phenomenon, observing the breath, the thoughts, the feelings, all of this stuff that's continually moving and arising and swirling around. We're exploring our capacity to just witness, to watch. And as we continue to practice, to do these practices, possibly observing how they're affecting us in the exterior world, in our day-to-day stuff, particularly in those moments in which we do get challenged or triggered. So for a moment we think of this idea of gratitude. We feel into this space at the center of the chest. What comes to mind when you say the word gratitude to yourself? Does somebody else come to mind or something else? Does this moment, however you get to access this feeling of gratitude? As if you could breathe into it. So initially gratitude, the feeling of it, if you imagine it like a balloon or a light inside of you, and as you breathe, expanding it and expanding it and expanding it, so much so that eventually you're contained within it. Maybe you imagine that as a sphere of light, or simply the idea or the feeling. So may our practice bring us home to ourselves. May it drop us into a deeper awareness. And my belief is that at this moment there is something shifting and moving for all of us. There is this invitation to pause, to breathe, and to notice. And to ourselves and to each other, we bow. Beautiful. Good work. So I wish you a good day, and I will see you tomorrow.